Kuudra is the new boss in the Nether update, and it's unlike anything you've ever seen before. To get started with fighting Kuudra, you need to finish one of the faction's quest lines all the way until the end, where L asks you to go and fight the boss. You can't do it alone though, you need a party of 4 people, and to do that, you need to either get some friends, or start asking random people in the lobby. This is Skyblock we're talking about, so I'm going to assume you just did the second one. Anyhow, once you have your party, warp them all into the same Nether lobby and then talk to the NPC inside the giant scroll on the other side of the island. If this is your first time, the NPC will be L. Otherwise, it will be this fire guy who's never really explained, but he's there and you need to talk with him to select your tier. The first tier is only available to people who finish their quest with their faction, and the second tier is only available to people with 1000 reputation with their current faction, which you could automatically get from finishing the quest anyway, assuming you didn't do anything stupid. Further tiers require over 3000 reputation, but they also aren't in the game yet, so you have some good time to grind that up. Oh, and everyone in your party also has to meet every requirement and have the amount of coins it requires to join inside their bank and not in their purse, for some reason. Once you're in, everyone has to ready up with L, and then she'll go to the side of the bridge and try to fish up a Kuudra for you to fight. Once she does, she'll fall into the lava for some reason and the fight will start. It's clear she isn't dead because she'll continue to give you the wrong advice throughout the entire fight. The fight itself takes place in 2 phases, or just one phase if you're doing the basic tier. In this first phase, each player will have to fight off 4 tentacles, but you can't do it with your normal weapons. You have to use the 8 cannons scattered around the arena. The tentacles will move around during the fight just to be annoying, and will also throw enemies onto the platform that can do annoying things like knock you off your cannons and straight into the lava, which is an insta-kill. As you shoot the tentacles or kill enemies, you gain tokens. Tokens can be used to purchase cannon upgrades that apply to everyone in your party. Whilst the upgrades are shared, the tokens are not, so every player has to make sure to spend their own tokens. This video would be too long if I were to go in detail min-maxing every little upgrade, but I generally recommend upgrading multi-shot first, buying bonus damage and faster firing at 1 level lower than multi-shot, and then putting everything into sweet spot after those 3 perks are maxed. After the tentacles are dead, you win. Just kidding. If you're doing the second tier, you don't actually win, and you have to fight Kuudra himself and his tentacles, which keep respawning throughout the fight. Whilst any of his tentacles are alive, Kuudra will become almost invincible, so you have to kill any tentacles as soon as they respawn. After the fight concludes, you can choose between either claiming a free reward chest or a bigger reward chest that requires a Kuudra key for that tier. I'll cover these keys and chest rewards in another video, but it's cool to know that you are guaranteed a common Kuudra pet on your 10th kill of any tier, and the pet will stick around in this chest until you claim it. Last thing to touch on is the dropships. I'm only talking about these because of how annoyingly inconsistent they are. No matter what, if a dropship reaches the middle of the map, it's an instant game over. But in the tentacles phase, dropships will fly around in a circle and can only be damaged by bows. But in the Kuudra phase, the dropships will fly straight for the middle and can only be damaged by the cannons. Oh, and you can insta-kill the tentacle one with a bone meringue. I can't say that this holds up for all the next tiers they add, but they aren't out yet, so who cares? Check out our video about the grinding keys if you want to take on this boss some more in the future. See ya!